calcium in here has an alkaline effect. But dairy is so mucogenic, it is so acid producing, and it is so insulin stimulating that dairy is not inflammatory friendly. The little thin, the little glass film you see when you're drinking a glass of milk, that little slime, that's what's on the inside of the gut. It interferes with absorption. The lactic acid, you see the lactose in there, actually is a milk sugar, it drives up insulin. People think they can consume dairy and not affect their insulin levels, that's not true. It is so very acid forming. So at the top of the list, if you want to jam up the motorworks, consume dairy. Acid alkaline.
What is it?
So acid.
Yeah, acid.
Yeah.
Yes. Protein, animal protein is acid, period. When you have amino acids, what is that? It's amino acids. And when you are utilizing that protein for energy, you're producing nitrogenous waste. It's an acid waste. No, I'm not suggesting that you should just eliminate everything, but there's a balance that you want to try and get in terms of this use of animal protein. It's acid forming. And quite frankly, the more debilitated you are, the more you should be restrictive with acids and leaning towards alkalinity.
I'm leaning towards what?
Leaning towards alkalinity.
Oh, thank you.
What do we got up there? That's grains. Raise your hand if you think it's alkalizing. Those are grains. Raise your hand, please. Grains also contain not only starch, but they also have nitrogenous waste products. They are acidifying. And more information are coming out. In addition to that, many of the grains and the legumes are in there as well. There's a newer, this is kind of an interesting book you might want to take a look at. It's called The Plant Paradox. The Plant Paradox is talking about the effects of lectins. Lectins are in beans, but it turns out there are a lot more products. And those are irritants that plants have that are toxic to human beings. And you'd be surprised at the number of things. It's kind of like, right now there's a big movement saying don't kill the animals because of animal protein. But what's interesting is us people say eat plants. It's kind of funny, there's a lot of plants that have lectins in them that try to kill us. That's the paradox. So it's called the plant paradox. You'll find it interesting because it talks about lectins and how you avoid those. So that's another irritant that's in these organizations. Really, gotta hurry up. All right. Alkaline, vegetables, very alkaline. Fruit. There's another part. Read it up there. Yeah. Fruits are alkalizing. Fruits and vegetables are alkalizing. And if you eat them raw, the more raw you eat them, so let me ask you a question. What's more vibrant? We use that word purposely. A piece of cheese or a peach?
Peach.
And it's vibrant not just because it is or succulent and all those other kind of things, but because it has a higher frequency of electromagnetic energy. See, this has been processed. This is dead. There's no energy. When you eat for electrons ultimately. Which one's got more electrons? Here. So eating raw and more raw helps alkalize you and helps detoxify you. Fruits are some of the most big detoxifying things you can do. You know, well, what the problem with fructose and what about my candida? Don't eat carbohydrates, fats, or proteins with your fruit. It putrefies them, they ferment, you got a problem. Eat fruits by themselves. I wish I had more time, but I don't. So, what are you gonna do to fix yourself? So if you take a better approach, you can go out and grab the Advil, or you can balance your digestive system. See if you have leaky gut. If you have symptoms or you've got a major condition, you have leaky gut. And by the way, if you read online about leaky gut, you'll get depressed. People say, I've been doing this for 10 years. I've been doing this for 5 years. Leaky gut is fixed in our clinic within 12 weeks under most circumstances. In 12 weeks. Now, is that true for everyone in here? I've got a couple cases right now that yeast is a little more problematic. But that's the exception, not the rule. Because the protocol I put together, I've had 37 years of doing this, we were able to pull it together in a short period of time, get the leaky gut going. And all of a sudden, and I should have put some pictures up here about skin conditions that are better. People's eczema disappearing. And all kinds of other conditions as well.
Is a plant-based diet good for
That's what, let me hold that because she's going to be, we'll talk about that. Consider a detox, deeper detox. This is going to be herbs in the diet, so we can talk about that more. But you need to sometimes detoxify more. There are drainage remedies that we use on the first level basis, and there are some things that can be done a little bit more as well. Drink good water. Now, it sounds very simple, but people just keep drinking out of plastic bottles. or they're trying to do distilled water, which osmotically pulls everything out of your body. People have heard it's a good detoxifier, but your body can't usher it in. You need minerals, you need things to usher that in. Plant water is the best way to do it.
Plant water.
Yeah. Eat more alkaline foods. We now define what those are. We hit all the major categories. So basically, eat more fruits and vegetables. Now, the important thing is this. I don't care whether you look at the China study, or you look at the paleo diet, or you look at the perfect health diet. There's some commonalities that you need to pay attention to. They all say don't eat dairy because it's mutagenic. They could not turn off cancer in the China study if the animal protein was dairy. So there's a hint. If they lowered animal protein down to 10%, in the China study, they could turn off cancer. Now, whether you adhere to that concept, you can turn off cancer with lower animal protein, but they all universally say, eat fruits and vegetables. When you're doing paleo, it's not just eating protein, you're eating copious amounts of fruits and vegetables. Err on the side of fruits and vegetables, and minimize the amount of animal protein. We don't need as much protein as we think, and there's things in there. Eat less acid foods goes along with that. Sleep. Now, sometimes people can't sleep. That's one reason they come in. Do you think inflammation keeps you awake?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think worry versus inflammation keeps you awake? Move, but not excessively. I really advocate walking and having people be centered when they're walking. Share a story, and we're getting near the end. There's a patient came in, she was a high-level executive, extremely anxious. I can almost feel her vibrating off the chair. She made me nervous. And I said, well, and I do ask the question, what's going on? You got a lot of stress going on, Judge. And then when she got done telling me, I said, holy cow, I understand. So one advice I gave is, I want you to walk. I said, every day I want you to walk. And she's only I walk already. I put my headphones on. I said, no. No headphones. No kids, no dogs. And the rule is, when you walk, you can't think. I want you to purposely make sure you are where you are. I don't care if you look at the crack in the sidewalk, look at the trees, look at your neighbors, peek in the window. I don't know what's the present. Make sure you're there. So she comes in a few weeks later, and she's a transformed individual. To which the first thing she says, what you told me last time has changed my life. Oh crap, what did I say?
Yeah.
And she says, you told me about being present, and let me tell you, I went out for that walk. And I walked the same path I walk all the time. And I'm walking past this wooded area, and it's early in the morning. It's one of those cool areas that we have sometimes in the winters. See, the steam's kind of rising up, and there's this beautiful songbird in the trees. And for the first time, I can hear there's a stream going by, and I can hear the sound of the stream. And she said, then I had this epiphany and this awareness. How many things in life have I walked past?
I never.
So for her, she attached that to every part of her body, every part of her life. She became present, and she got less time up here. How many people know the future? Please raise your hand. There's only one thing you know about the future, but yet people will get in there and they'll project crap into the future like they think they know something. And then they worry about what they just made up. Worry is a projection into the future of your imagination. If you wanted to have imagination, then write a book and work well for the Harry Potter chip. And the quote that goes with this: think less is all. Thinking will think into a whole. So these seem like simple steps, but think less is overrated. So we fix things naturally, and life works. And I've tried to touch on a bigger concept of inflammation. It's not just a pill, it's not some magic herb I'm going to tell you about. It's about you, your body, your diet, and globally looking at getting yourself detoxified and not re-intoxicate yourself with foods that are acidifying to you. Be joyful, find laughter. Sometimes I prescribe patients to go to YouTube and find things that make them laugh. I tell them to turn off the news.
Yeah.
Make themselves
That'll make
happy.
you laugh.
Because then they say lactose good medicine, well, the endorphins that are released by that situation. So I invite you all to do the same thing. Go out and find peace and harmony and enjoy yourselves. And I thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.